It honestly feels kind of weird talking to you guys because I haven't like properly vlogged like this in like a week, which doesn't sound like that long, but when you vlog every single day for weeks and weeks and weeks and months and months and months. Last week when I was away traveling, I like vlogged a few things, you know, got a few clips here and there, but I wasn't just like chatting to you guys, so this feels so alien right now. But hey guys, welcome back. It is Wednesday today. I've just got to a shopping center. I need to get my nails done. First of all, it's just like time to get my nails done, but second of all, we had a casualty yesterday. I don't even know how I did it. It didn't hurt, which I'm so thankful for, but I just snapped the top of my nail right off, so I definitely need to get them done. I was planning on coming today anyway, so really not the worst thing to happen, but I don't know, part of me is like, surely I do something fun, but then the other part of me is like kind of just loving the simple nails lately, and I feel like I just never get sick of a light pink nail. I could do white maybe, but I almost feel like that could even be a little bit too much. I don't know, if they had like a pearly color, that would be fun. Would love to do French tips, but I always get scared to ask for anything more than a solid color because I don't want to inconvenience anyone when I'm literally paying for a service. Someone explain the logic to me in my brain. I also got sick last week, and I feel like you can kind of still hear it in my voice, so I apologize. I feel fine. I have a slightly sniffly nose, a tiny bit, but like nothing compared to what I was last week. I feel like I literally never get sick, and of course I get sick the one time I go on an actual holiday. Liam and I haven't gone on a holiday that long. Like, we've been on a few little getaways, weekends here and there, but we haven't gone away for a week since our honeymoon. And of course, the first time we decided to go away, and we've like got all these things planned, and we're like walking around doing like 20,000 steps every day, I get deathly ill. And also, can we just talk about being sick on a plane is the worst thing ever. Like, I didn't realize how frustrating it is, but it is just the worst. Like, trying to not like cough and sneeze and like sniffle. You just feel so bad for everyone around you, and you like don't want to be like grossing them out, but you also just like need to live your life. And also, like, feeling deathly ill on a flight is just the worst because you just feel disgusting and you just can't like fully relax. But anyway, I'm done complaining. Just need to get that out of my system. If I sound sick, I'm not that bad, but I was, but we're over it now. But here's a little before and here's the after. I feel so like fancy having fresh nails, and they fixed the one that was obviously broken and it looks literally the exact same as all the others. I'm shocked. As you can see, it's like almost white, but then it's slightly pink, and I just love it. And the length, so good. It probably looks like I haven't moved. I promise I have. It's been a few hours now. It's like it's almost 2 o'clock. And I just went and had lunch with my mum, and I've just popped into the shops because I want to go to Target. I want to look for some more flannelette sheets because I'm obsessed with the ones that we have, and I would like to have another pair that we can like have on rotation. So obviously when one set is in the wash, we have another. And then I also want to get some more winter pajamas, same kind of thing. I have one pair of winter pajamas and when they're in the wash. And lately things have been taking like 4 days to dry because it's just cold and wet here. So I just want to pick up another set. So come along for the ride. Did I come home with anything that I went in for? Nope. Did I buy a new book? Yes. Honestly, I just didn't find any pajamas I found pajamas that I really liked. Like, they were on the mannequin, but I could not find them in store. Like, I could only find the pants, and I was like, well, there's no point getting the pants to a matching set if I can't get the top as well. So maybe I'll just keep an eye out in another Target and see if they have the top, but I couldn't find it anywhere. And then I didn't find any sheets that I liked either, so it was just a bit of a flop. But I got a new non-fiction book because I finished my previous one and I really enjoyed reading from a psychologist. I used to pretty much only read either books about psychology or books by psychologists because I was studying psychology, and it's always been an interest of mine. But I haven't read one in so long, and so after I read The Defining Decade, which is written by a clinical psychologist, I was like, I kind of want to read more like this, kind of. And I came across this one, and I've heard a few people talk about it, and I was like, that just looks so interesting. But it says, a therapist, her therapist, and our lives revealed. And I read the back, and it basically looks like it's written by a psychologist who had a bit of like I don't want to say a meltdown, but kind of was just like, I don't know what I'm doing kind of thing. So she went and saw a therapist. And so I think it talks about that. And then it also talks about some of her like patients and kind of like not case studies, but examples of different people. It says I don't know how to pronounce this name. Gottlieb. Gottlieb, I feel like I'm saying that so wrong, I'm so sorry. As Gottlieb explores the inner chambers of her own patients' lives, a self-absorbed Hollywood producer, a young newlywed diagnosed with a terminal illness, a senior citizen who feels like she has nothing to live for, and a self-destructive 20-something who can't stop hooking up with the wrong guys, she finds that the answers they are struggling with are all the very questions she is bringing to Wendell, which I'm assuming is her therapist. I think that just looks really interesting. It's a bit of a thicker one for a non-fiction book, over 400 pages, but I'm intrigued. I think I'm going to end up going to Kmart at some point this week and looking for sheets there because I like their options better, honestly, and I like their prices better. I also missed a freaking parcel. I swear I'm home 24/7 and it's always like the one time I go to the gym or go to the like grocery store or something. They come. Why? I feel like I'm just home so often. But that's fine. I totally forgot, but last night, literally, I don't even know what time we got home, like 9:30 p.m. I came home to a package, which was so odd, but I thought I would open it with you guys. I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's from Petal & Pup. So thank you so much to Petal & Pup for sponsoring the next little part of the video. You guys know I'm obsessed with them. I feel like they're just like my go-to for dresses, but I picked up a few different items this time. Actually, no, I did pick up some dresses, but I also picked up some other stuff. So let me show you what I got. If you guys do want to make your own order, you can use a code CATH20 to save 20% off, and that includes sale, which is phenomenal. I have used my own code many a times. Also, shipping, phenomenal, so quick. First two items are a little like set. So I have this little knitted tank top, which looks so comfy and cozy, first of all. This is actually from Georgie Stevenson's collection, which is so stinking cute. And then to match with it, we have this cardigan. And I just think that is so, I almost want to put this on right now. Like this will just be peeking out underneath, and obviously if you get too hot, you can just take the cardigan off and you have a cute little matching shirt underneath. Okay, the next piece I got is a little winter dress. This is what it looks like. I'll leave all of the links to all of the items down below, as well as all my sizing if you want to check that out. This is a sweater dress, and you can see that it's like tight all the way down, has a little tie at the waist, but I thought this would just be perfect for going out for dinner or going to a winter wedding or going to an event in the winter where you just want to be really warm, but you also want to look nice. I'm also going back to Melbourne in a few weeks, so I feel like this could be a really nice like going out for dinner option because it will genuinely keep me so warm. I could even pop a blazer or something over the top. I have been looking for a shacket for so long, so this is a shacket that I picked up because sometimes wearing a blazer is a bit like too fancy, and sometimes wearing like a crew neck or a jumper is a bit too cash. So I feel like this is the perfect in between. I just feel like that looks so nice, and it's going to be genuinely so warm. And this is an extra small, so I don't think you really need to size up to have that oversized look. I got another little matching set situation, and this is a little bit out of my comfort zone, but again, I feel like it just looks so chic. So we have these nice little shorts, which are just kind of like a fancier pant kind of version of shorts. And then to match with that, I got this white blazer, which how cool will that look with like a little white top underneath? You could even wear like a cute little bralette situation. I don't know, I'll have to try on a few options, but I feel like, again, me expecting like I'm gonna go to so many events. I don't really ever go to events, but imagine having an event. It probably needs to be a little bit warmer before I'm wearing shorts out, but I feel like this is just a really easy outfit that looks like you put so much effort in and makes you look so much more like stylish than you really are, or at least for how much effort you put in, because a matching set just always looks so put together, even though it's so easy. And then lastly, I have a dress. I actually already have this dress in a white floral print, which I wore on Valentine's Day this year, and I just felt so pretty in it. And so when I was looking through the website, I was like, surely I just get that dress in black, because I feel like it is so versatile. I feel like this is like casual enough that I could wear it out to breakfast, but nice enough that I could literally wear it to a wedding if I just paired it with like a nice purse and some heels. Watch me slowly collect every single color in that dress because I'm obsessed with it. But those are all the pieces I picked up from Petal & Pup. Like I mentioned, if you want to save some money on your own purchase, you can use a code CATH20. I'll have all of the info, all the links, all the sizing in the description box if you want any of that. A huge thank you to Petal & Pup for making my wardrobe so much cuter. Thursday, friends. I've had such a like homey, productive day today. Like one of those days where you just like deep clean the whole house, wash the sheets, wash the towels, like just do everything. I'm just in that mood where I want to like go through our whole house and like get rid of anything that we don't need or don't use. So Liam and I are about to head off to Kmart to pick up a couple things. But I just need to airdrop photos of things to my phone. So I want to get some storage / organization for under our kitchen sink to hold all of our cleaning supplies, because right now we just have it in like a tub and it's just not a good system and it always gets messy and gross, and I'm just like, why do we do this to ourselves when we could just organize it better? So we're gonna go to Kmart and get a few things. So basically on my iPad, I love drawing pictures on my iPad. I think I am genuinely an iPad adult, like an iPad kid all grown up. But I wrote down like all the things that I want to have in storage, and then I drew a diagram of how I want to, it looks like a 5-year-old drew this, but it gets the point across. Like I want to get some little like clear stackable drawers. I'm just in that mood where I want every single thing in our house to have a specific home so that it doesn't get messy, but I'm not always in that mood, so we'll see how we go. I'm also wearing my new little cardigan from Petal and Pup that I showed you guys yesterday. I've been wearing it all day. Very cozy. A very boring haul. We just got 3 of these, and then we got 1 of these little tubs. I also got some more cleaning cloths. These little like microfiber cloths are just great and we use them all the time, and sometimes some are in the wash. And then we just saw these cute little mugs that don't have handles on them, and they're just so cute. They've got little speckles on them too, and they were like $1.75, and I was like, these are just so cute. So I'll give you guys a bit of a before and after of our little under the sink storage. Right now it's looking pretty sad, but I think this will really help a lot, these little pieces that I got. This is what our cleaning storage looks like. It's just not doing it. We just have a tub full of stuff and we just need it to be tidier. So this is the before, and I'll show you what we do with it. Okay guys, let me show you the after. Ta-da! So this is basically what I changed. Obviously you saw it was all in a tub before. Now it's in little drawers, which is just so much better. So over on this side we do still have a tub, but this one just takes up so much less space and holds things so much nicer. We have like our multi-purpose sprays, glass cleaner, dish detergent, floor cleaner, and like the stuff that we use to clean the sink, and also some rinse aid at the back. So that all just fits in so nicely here. And then on top we have some disinfectant wipes and paper towel. Then we have all of our microfiber cloths. Some of them are in the wash at the moment. Then we have our Chucks cloths and sponges. Yes, it is triggering me that they're different sizes as well, but it is what it is. And then in the bottom we have dishwasher tablets and rubbish bags. Once these ones are all used up, I think I'm just going to repurchase these ones because they'll fit this way and not have to go diagonal, but for now it's fine. And I just put a little Tupperware container in here just to like section off the area a little bit. But yeah, there's our new under the sink storage. morning, friends. Happy Saturday. This morning I woke up, I did my normal morning routine, slept it a little bit, made my coffee, read my book, all of that. And then I got to the part of the day where I would like start my to-do list or like plan out my day and like figure out when I'm gonna do certain things. And I was like, I have nothing to do today. Now, don't get me wrong, there's always things to do. I'm sure many of you feel the same. Like there's always things that need to be done. But today was one of those days where I was like, oh, I don't have to be anywhere at a certain time. I don't have any social plans. And so I kind of just have a free day. And honestly, this whole week has not been the most busy week in the world. I feel like I've just caught up with some family. I haven't seen any friends. No, actually that's a lie. I went to an escape room with friends on Tuesday, but I haven't been the most social. And Liam was like, Rachel, you need to stop being a hermit and go hang out with your friends. And I'm like, you're right. Sometimes I just get into a really like deep introvert mood, I guess. And I've just been in one of those moods this week, which honestly hasn't been the worst thing because I've also been in that mood where I just want to declutter our whole house, go through everything we own, reorganize it, clean it. We've officially been in this house for 6 months and I feel like I'm getting to the point where I'm like, okay, we're probably going to be here for a while and we're kind of used to how we like things in this house. Like, you know, when you first move in and you're like, okay, I'll put these things in these spots and if it doesn't work out, we can move them and change it up later because you don't know exactly what you're going to want in a new space. But I feel like we've been here for a while now. We're going to be here for probably another at least 6 months, maybe another year and a half, who knows. So I kind of want to go through like our linen cupboard and reorganize it in a way that kind of just like works better. It has a better system. I did go through my wardrobe recently, so I didn't need to do that. You guys saw that I did under the sink, like under the kitchen sink the other day. Our laundry is literally tiny, so there's not really anything that needs to be done there, but I would love to go through our pantry and just get rid of anything that's expired. Our guest bedroom, actually, that is a big one. That is a big job. So we have a room in our house that at this point is basically just a catch-all. It's an absolute mess and it kind of just has everything that doesn't have a home. It goes in here. I'm done with that. I'm so done with that. It's like the only room that never fully got unpacked. It's the only room where it feels like there's no system going on, and we're gonna fix that. I'm actually gonna do a dedicated video later, probably in a few weeks, where I'm going to give this room like a total makeover. But before that can happen, we kind of need to clear everything out. So maybe today I might start doing that, because that video will probably start with this room being a blank slate. Yeah, we have an air fryer. Why do we have an air fryer in our guest bedroom? It's honestly because it doesn't fit in any of our cupboards in the kitchen. This is also the room where all of our books are, our bookshelves. And when we turn it into a guest bedroom, these are not going to stay here. Like the books are not going to stay here. So we need to take all of the books off these shelves so that we can move the shelves, because obviously they're way too heavy to move with all the books on it. So that might be a job for today. I think it's just going to be one of those days where you just nest almost, except I'm not pregnant. But hopefully you get what I'm getting at. There are also boxes in this room. Like, why do we have boxes? They're empty. Doesn't make sense. Many hours later, my camera died, so obviously stopped filming, but I'll show you guys a little update. So this is the spare bedroom now. This is where the bookshelves used to be against this wall, and obviously the room is pretty much cleared out. These are some old nightstands that we had in our previous apartment that we just like weren't using for anything. I know that they don't quite match, but I would just rather use as much stuff that we already have than just buy new things when we don't need to. However, this is our new mattress, but I won't be unboxing that until probably next week, but it'll be in a totally separate vlog because we are still waiting for the bed frame to be delivered as well. I also took the rug out of this room just because I wasn't really sure if I was vibing it. Not sure what is going to happen with this stuff. Ignore. I'll figure that stuff out later. But this is the room where all of the books are now. So it's pretty much the exact same setup just in a different room. But it did take a minute to set up all the books, but I'm glad it's done now. And this little chair was in the spare bedroom as well, but I've moved it out. Might move it back. We'll just wait and see once all the other main furniture is in there, because it's not a huge room, so I don't want to make it feel too cluttered. But I think it looks nice out here. And I also just moved the carpet out here too. So this room is just such an awkward space. I don't really quite know what to do with it, because then on the other wall we have my old desk, which I'll probably get rid of sometime, either give it away, donate it, whatever. These are books that we're donating, and these are books that I have already read / am reading this month, because I like to keep a little like wrap up stack. It's just such a weird shaped room. It's quite long and narrow. Like I couldn't really fit a couch in here, so I'm just, I don't know, what do I do with this? I don't know. This isn't our forever home, so it doesn't matter too much. Like we'll only be here for a couple years max, but I don't know, it's just a weird space, and I don't love having unfinished spaces. Can we just talk about books for a second? I finished this maybe like the day before yesterday. This is the 7th book in the Addicted / Calloway Sister series, which I know a lot of people have already read, and I know a lot of people also haven't read it. But let me just say, this book was incredible. Like absolutely phenomenal. Like I've loved the series so far, but I don't think I've rated a single book in the series 5 stars. It's a 5-star series for me, but the books themselves have not been 5 stars. This is the first one that I genuinely was like, this is incredible. Like this book by itself, incredible, 5 stars. In saying that, you can't just read this book, like you have to read all the other ones before you read this one, otherwise it will literally make 0 sense. But I feel like there were just like so many full circle moments in this book. There was so much character development. You got to just see like the results of so much hard work. I feel like a lot of the other books, you saw them like kind of going through the trenches, you know, like the characters themselves. And this is one of those books where you just got to see them be happy for a while, and it just made me so happy. And the ending was just literally perfect. But I just had such a fun time reading this. Usually these books take me so long because I'll just read little bits at a time, but I was binging this by the end. Like the first half I read it pretty slowly because I was just like, oh yeah, love the characters, I'll just read it slowly. And then the second half I just literally binged. It was so good. But I'm so sad that this is the last book that we get from Lily and Lo's perspective, because they're my favorite couple. If you wanted to know who my favorite couple is in the series, it's definitely Lilo, like 100%, no doubt about it. Like I love all of the characters, truly. I think I've said this probably 1,000 times, but this book series is the best found family that I've ever seen in a romance book, or romance series, I guess, technically. Like, I feel like you get to see this in fantasy books, but you just don't see this in romance books, and I love found family. It's my absolute favorite thing in the whole world, favorite trope by far. And honestly, this is up there with the ACOTAR found family. Like the inner circle in ACOTAR is my favorite found family, and like right next to them is the Addicted core 6. Like the core 6 and the inner circle are up there together. They're just hanging out at the top of the ladder, because I've just never seen something like it before. It's so good. However, I started reading a new book last night, and I know so many of you guys are gonna be so excited about it. Last night I just had a bit of a, I was gonna say girls' night. It was just me hanging out by myself at home. Liam went out for the night to hang out with his friends, and I just literally sat on the couch and read my book all night, or like read books, because I always read like 5 at once. You know how it is. I started The Summer I Turned Pretty, and guys, this is so good. Like I know everyone and their mum has either read this or seen the TV series, but why did no one tell me how good it was? Actually, literally everyone told me how good it was, but I just was not expecting to like it as much as I am, and I literally have 20 pages left. I don't know why I'm not putting it off, but something sad just happened, and I'm kind of just like processing in my brain. But I freaking love it. I just was not expecting to love this as much as I am loving it, and I cannot wait to read the rest of the series. Also very interesting to me because it's very clear that a lot of people are on a certain team, and I feel like just based on the first book alone, I'm not getting the vibes. But I'm sure I will gain a stronger opinion about which team I'm on in the other books, like throughout the other books. But guys, this is just so good. If you haven't read this already, I totally recommend it. And again, like I said, I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I am. I thought it was going to be like really YA, just like feel a bit like too cringy, feel a bit too young, but still be a fun time. But like, no, I am thoroughly enjoying it. Like it does feel like a YA book, I can't lie. Like the characters are not mature, and there's not like the most amount of depth I've ever seen, but it's just so easy to read, and it just feels so nostalgic, even though I've never had like a summer beach house or anything. And also it makes me want summer to come right now. Reading this has made me be like, yeah, winter is, I'm over it. I'm so over it. Give me summer, because I miss the beach so bad, especially after reading this. I just went through our linen cupboard and just reorganized it. It probably took 15 minutes and I feel so much better. It wasn't necessarily awful to begin with, but okay, I know this is very strange, but we use like half of our linen cupboard for kitchen storage because our kitchen is just small. We don't have a lot of cupboard space. So all the stuff that I don't use on like a daily basis or stuff that I use for hosting kind of goes in here. So we have like cake tins, jugs, platters, mixing bowls, casserole dishes, and then over this side I have our electric fry pan, cake stand, and some of our bigger pots, I guess. And then the actual linen portion is actually quite small, so we just have extra towels. A lot of ours are in the wash right now. Tea towels, hand towels and face washes at the back, beach towels, nothing over this side. And then below we have, this one is actually empty now, which is great. And then this one is just like our medical stuff, so like all of our Advil, ibuprofen, band-aids, tissues, Aerogard, vitamin C tablets, like literally whatever. And then on this side we just have more linen, sheets, doona covers, pillowcases, etc. And then down the bottom we just have, and my weighted blanket. And that's it. I ended up moving all of our guest stuff to the guest bedroom. So all of our guest towels, because we just have specific ones that we use for guests. And then we also have specific bedding that I want to use for the guest bedroom. So I just put all of that in the wardrobe in that room so that it's already there. We've had a very productive day today. Cleared out the guest bedroom, reorganized the bookshelves, obviously linen cupboard. We also took all the washing off the line. I folded that, put that away. Just getting stuff done. But I think we're gonna make some dinner tonight and just hang out. Just sitting here editing, and of course I forgot to end off the vlog, but I hope you guys enjoyed this week of my life. It felt so good to be back after taking a week off last week. Honestly, it was much needed. But like I said, good to be back. I have heaps of videos planned for this month. Super excited to be back filming. And I guess I'll see you guys in my next video very soon. Goodbye.